So, you may notice this is not Mario Golf 64.
Right, but it's... Wait.
So, everyone who tries golf falls in love with the sport. Did you know that? Like this guy.
Who's that guy?
For some, golf is a way of life.
What?
Like for her.
Why is Miss Tron here?
Their dream is to be the best.
What's wrong with his hair? Who are they? Why is Wario here?
So, this is Mario Golf for the Game Boy Color. As we mentioned before, this game has connectivity with the N64 Mario Golf.
Okay.
Using the transfer pack. And so I wanted to take a brief aside to just start this up and get that connectivity, because this game has RPG mechanics in that you make a character and they earn XP and can level up. And if you transfer that character to the N64 version and use them there, then you can get XP for them in that game and level them up in their original game. And I figure I'm going to be doing so much grinding in Mario Golf 64, doing the tournaments over and over to get birdie badges and doing all to get character. I may as well be getting, like, there's all this XP happening, I may as well be using it to advance this and, you know, double grind.
Right.
So,
that doesn't look like Luigi.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like Luigi, but as you can clearly see, it is Luigi.
And he's fading away.
And that's Mario.
And he's drawing?
So, I looked this up after, and Sidebar had it before, that fade and draw are actually golf terms that refer to the arc of their natural shot. A fade shot arcs to the left and then comes back to center, and a draw shot arcs to the right and comes back to center. And you can see the bar just below there shows the direction and extent of their natural shot curve.
Mario's got a really long shot.
Yeah, he does. So, according to the manual for this game, Mario is the world's greatest golfer. And the goal of the game is, can you beat Mario, the world's greatest golfer?
When was this decided?
I think he might technically be the greatest golfer in the Mushroom World.
Ah, well...
I don't know if this is all taking place. Obviously, Mario Golf 64 has to be taking place in the Mushroom World.
What?
And I guess this is as well. Here's Toad. Here to start by creating a new character.
This is like Final Fantasy IV Toad.
Yeah, this I was seeing like screens of this in the manual, and it was like, this looks a lot like Pokemon to me.
A little bit, yeah. Which are you?
Well, I'm that.
Death to males!
There are four characters total that you can pick from. 2 male, 2 female. So let's be this lady.
The not pigtails.
I'm right-handed. This is my character. It's got mid-low height shot, a slight fade, a wide meat area, and good control.
Is this okay?
Sure. What is your name? So I'm just gonna use the default name, Azalea. Each of the 4 characters has their own default name.
Yeah.
So they are actually like characters. And I'll show all of them at some point eventually.
Okay.
But, here is Azalea. I await the day you reach the top.
So we're no longer tormented by Mario!
Here's the Marion Club Director's office.
What?
So, like I said, this is kind of an RPG! It's got, an RPG storyline. It's like an overworld map that you wander around. Hello, Azalea. It's your first day as our student. Follow our advice and you'll be a great golfer. But if you don't, you'll be terrible. Now, Azalea, let me introduce the club staff. I'm the pro here at Marion Club. Nice to meet you.
Is that Mario N Club?
I don't know. The golf master, Mario, is the idol of all golfers. I know what it's like to want to be like Mario. If you become a pro, you may get to meet Mario. I'm the caddy master here at Marion Club. I'm responsible for the course and can answer questions. Look after Azalea, okay? Use Marion Club's facilities to improve your game. Select Clubhouse to come here anytime.
And look at this picture of Mario on the walls.
See you on the green. So, we're not really going to dive into this yet. I just wanted to make a character, start it up, and so I'd have something to transfer over. So, that's pretty much all I'm going to do of this game for the moment. So, we're going to pause the recording and come back with the N64 version and transfer this over. And here we are a week later.
Yeah, that took a while.
So, yeah, we'll discuss that in a moment, but here's the transfer thing. When you have the transfer pack inserted, and it goes straight to this transmit screen before even getting to, like, the opening cinematic thing. So, it's got two different options. One is status for transferring, like, your, the stats of your, like...
Golfer?
No, this is the gameplay stats from the N64 version into the Game Boy version. So it could be like, oh, these are, you know, how many games you've won with each character versus each other character. Those stats. You can transfer that to the Game Boy version. And Game Boy characters is bringing the Game Boy characters to the N64 version.
Okay.
So...
Conduct a pack check.
It's just a thing to check and make sure that the thing is plugged in and everything. And here we've got Azalea. We've got our character, level 1. Let's select and bring her over. Azalea was brought over.
So she was.
I don't have any other characters to bring over, so there's that. And then we can just go to the main menu. And then it says if you'll use a Rumble Pack, you can insert it now. So this is, at this point, you could take the transfer pack out and put in a Rumble Pack if you wanted. I've got the transfer pack in the 4th slot controller right now.
So it doesn't need to be in any one specific...
Correct. If it's in any controller, then it'll work just fine. You see we've got Azalea down here. And pay no mind to all those other characters I've unlocked in the meantime. But,
Just dancing.
yeah, everyone's got a little dance, really, that they do. So, the issues... I'm gonna just start doing a tournament and talk about some things. Issues I had with the transfer pack. So, the transfer pack, it's the expansion slot on the N64 controller uses the same kind of technology as the cartridges. It's, you know, the slot with metal leads, you plug it in and it makes the connection with the metal leads in the slot. And as anyone who has used such technology would know, it can be finicky, and if there's any kind of air gap or dirt or anything in the way that can interfere with the connection, then it might not work.
That's why we got the old technique of blow on the cartridge.
Which doesn't actually help, sort of, but, you know, so I figured, okay, well, it's not running, it's not working. Let's give this try the various things of, you know, reseat the connection, unplug, plug it back in, clean it off with isopropyl alcohol, blow on it while praying to the machine gods. You know, all the things that I've learned how to do growing up with this stuff. And it just wasn't working. So I did some research, and I discovered the problem was the controller. So, when I was setting up the N64 for this series, you know, I was digging through my old stuff. I found my old N64, but I did not find any N64 controllers. It's like I've moved 4 times since I'd last pulled this out, so I don't know where they are. So I ended up needing to order some N64 controllers from Amazon, and the only things you can really find that aren't used in potentially dubious condition are third-party knockoffs that have been manufactured somewhat recently. The problem is, with these third-party knockoffs, they work just fine as controllers, but the manufacturing of that expansion slot is slightly off. It's a little bit wider than on the original Nintendo manufactured controller, which means that it doesn't have a nice tight connection with the transfer pack. It worked just fine with the Rumble Pack, and hell yeah, Eagle. I apparently made flowers grow.
You made azaleas.
But yeah, so with these third-party knockoff controllers, it couldn't get a solid seated connection, so it just will not work with those controllers. So I wound up needing to find a used original Nintendo controller on eBay, and it took a week to get here, so...
Here we are, 1 week later, finally playing with a transferred character.
So, fortunately, it worked immediately, first try, no problems, and, like, I could immediately feel the difference in the way that the connection sat. Like, it clicked in and was tight, where it was not... It was clearly loose on the third-party controllers, so... That's an unfortunate problem that just... You can't use modern controllers because Nintendo doesn't make these controllers anymore. But the people who do make these controllers don't make them right, so...
Nice on!
Yeah. And I also kind of wanted to take a minute to talk about how, like, the rest of the videos for this game are gonna look.
Okay.
Because this game is shaping up to be the longest game of the series. Longer than Game & Watch Gallery 3.
Oh dear.
Which, I mean,
Nice part.
it's not a terrible thing.
Okay.
I'm enjoying myself playing this game. Pretty
More
immensely.
than you were with Game & Watch Gallery.
I mean, there were some Game & Watch games that I enjoyed. Just, in 3, there were also a lot that I did not enjoy. So, for this game, I figure there's just a lot to get through, and most of it, there's not really going to be meaningful commentary for us to be providing. It's just going to be sitting here saying, oh yeah, hey, that was a good shot, that one was not. For 108 holes of tournaments, and there's all the birdie badges and all the ring shot holes, and there's just not... It's a lot of stuff to do, but not a lot of, like, interesting content to
Nice on.
say anything about. So... I figure I'm going to be doing text-only commentary for most of this. Yeah, I got a birdie badge. Yeah, it's going to be text-only commentary for, like, most of the rest of the series, going through all of, like, starting tomorrow, we're going to go through the Get Characters, because I got a couple of characters, while, since the last time, while I was... Before I realized that I should be double grinding with the transfer stuff. So we'll start seeing those tomorrow. I'm gonna go through all the rest of the Get Characters and put those all in a row. Then I'll go through and get the gold on all of the tournaments. Get all the birdie badges. Do all of the ring shots. And then we'll finish off with the various multiplayer modes and secrets like we usually do.
Okay.
And those ones we can have some live commentary on.
Okay.
Because those will be like interesting different game modes that will have some things to talk about. Oh right, there's also the mini golf. We probably want to do live commentary on that, because that's going to be a fairly different looking mode, I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked at it yet. But,
And all of this before we do the actual Game Boy.
yeah, this is all just the N64 version. The actual, the Game Boy version of the game is gonna be pretty interesting. Just, we saw already today that it had that weird RPG storyline thing going for it. So that we're gonna do normal live commentary like we do with normal games.
Too bad.
And hopefully it will keep up interesting like that for the whole way, but... So that's just kind of how this game is gonna go. And it's probably gonna take a while, and it's not gonna be terribly interesting to watch a lot of this probably, but I feel like I want to have the completion up there. You know, I want to show all of the things, and that's part of the series. That's how I'm doing it. So that is what we're going to be seeing for a while. So that's going to be it for everything I had to talk about today.
Well, okay then.
So, yeah, I'm gonna finish this out, but we don't need to keep commenting, so I'll just switch to text commentary for the rest of this, and,
We'll see you in a couple of weeks when we're back with live commentary.
yeah, and until then, you can watch me play so much golf. Just so much golf. And if you're not a fan of golf, maybe check out some of my other videos. Like Sidebar says this one's pretty good.
I agree with Sidebar most of the time.
So, yeah,
Nice job.
we'll, see you next time that we're here.
Bye, everyone.
You know, let's take this opportunity as we're signing off to show off a feature that it's a secret trick that was actually listed in Nintendo Power as a thing to do for this game.
Okay.
If you screwed up a hole and you think you want to do better on it, you can, if you pause, hit quit game, you can save. Oh, you can't save when able to transmit to Mario Golf. Oh. Okay, so normally you can save and quit in the middle of a hole, and then when you load back up, it'll be the start of the hole, so you can undo any mistakes that you made on that hole. But I guess you can't do that when you're doing transfer pack stuff.
No, you can't do illegal maneuvers when you're...
You've got to legitimately earn your XP, I guess. Or something like maybe I guess the way that they do the saving back to the cartridge, the Game Boy cartridge, confuses it. It would be weird to like it can't. Actually, no, that makes sense. It can't save the game when you're using a transfer character because when you load up that game, you would have to still have the transfer pack in, and they can't guarantee that that's going to be the case. So, yeah. All right, but that was a thing that I thought I could do to pause here, but I guess not. So, bye.
Bye again.
Okay.
Great round of golf.
All right.
Very well played.